All right. Getting sleazy and the easy. And welcome back to the Artie Lange Show, making all sorts of news down here. Very controversial. Look who's here. One of my favorite guys in media today. The great Richman.
Thank you, sir.
From the Travel Channel. A lot of people think it's the Food Channel. It's the Travel Channel.
Correct.
Man vs. Food. And you have another show now?
Yeah, I did Man vs. Food Nation, and then did Best Sandwich in America.
Right.
And I came down here last week, and I shot Super Bowl Tailgate Takeover.
That's great. Now, that's probably a natural for you. Have you been doing a lot of the Super Bowls the last couple of years?
I haven't been doing a lot of them. We did one during Man vs. Food when they had the Super Bowl in Miami. I did a live challenge.
That's good for Cuban
Shoeless.
food, Miami, right? A couple of amazing Cuban joints.
Phenomenal. Miami, also because of that much money, and you have like kind of a worldly population. There's always someone pushing the envelope there. And we did that one there, but you're right, it's a natural fit, especially for tailgating. I mean, the Super Bowl is pretty perfect.
Yeah, and but New Orleans is such a lot of people think of partying, they think of hookers, they think of booze, but this is an eating town, man, right? This
made me the man I am today.
I love this town for eating more than anything.
Amazing. I was just thinking about that. I was like, I'm going to stay on my diet in New Orleans. Said nobody ever. It's amazing. I mean, I've been blessed to like meet good food people here, and this is not a place where sticking on your diet is an easy thing.
This is the only place in the '90s that got me to stop doing cocaine to eat.
Really?
Is New Orleans. I mean, what's
worth it?
What better endorsement than that? You know what I love about your show? It's so great.
Use that.
You know what I like? This town made me stop doing cocaine to eat.
That's how good this fried chicken is.
That's how good the food is. No, let me explain something to you. I love your show because you allow yourself to get into a food coma, and the close-ups of you. Like right before you're about to put the last thing in, and literally, I've been there a million times. You look like you're going to faint from a food coma. You start to get. I love that you allow that to be shot because that is the hook of the show.
I don't date much.
Right? Well, you get pale. Now, what is the closest you ever come to like real medical problems?
I mean, the spicy challenges. There was one in. And I'm not just talking about ring sting.
It's gotta be brutal.
Yeah, I'm not talking about blowing out the O-ring. I'm talking about. And there are those sliding down a banister of barbed wire moments. I think for me, there was one that we tried in. It was the first episode we shot of season 2. New director, and he didn't know to really stay on top of some of these restaurant owners. And this guy was using ghost chili extract. Clearly, this place was not
ghost chili extract.
Yes, which has now been weaponized in India. They actually use it in police grenades.
So you were eating a weapon.
Basically, yes. It was, again, not one of the smarter decisions of my life. But then again, it's not like this was a non-drug themed place. It was called Munchie's 420 Cafe.
Oh, okay.
And so
we got the reference there.
Exactly, yeah, very subtle. And so they poured a bunch of the extract in. I go outside to rally the crowd. And my director can hear the guy say, the guy on camera, say to his friend, he goes, "Yo, let's just kill him. Let's just put the whole bottle in." And he didn't even stop it.
Let's just kill him?
He goes, let's just, I guess, yeah, let's just kill him. Just put the whole bottle in.
Well, that would have been damn. If you actually died, that kid would have went right away.
Yeah, that's premeditated. But literally everything swells up. It was just, that was the worst. People are always like, how are those ghost chilies? The real pepper, there's flavor for like 2 seconds. The extract's like swallowing broken glass.
So it's so strong where it's actually, people said, okay, this can either be a food or a weapon.
Yes. And to stop it all, the real pepper, they tie it to fences in Indian farms.
Of course they do.
To keep wild elephants at bay, which proves that I have less intellectual constitution than a wild Indian elephant.
A wild elephant. Well, I've been called a baby gorilla. So now the table looks lopsided because Brent, of course, look, he's not a slob like myself. I'm not going to put you in that category, but
I cast a large
do you have any thoughts on food that you want to?
Well, here's my thing. I came to New Orleans just at the time where my girlfriend is telling me that maybe I need to get the six-pack back. So it's like the absolute opposite time. First 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, it was awesome. I ate nothing but like salads and like turkey sandwiches.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Eating a salad. Ordering a salad in New Orleans, I would just punch someone in the face.
I was like, this is perfect. I had a little bit of chicken on it, a little bit of Creole sauce.
Let me explain something. Getting a salad in New Orleans is like going to your Coke dealer for a 5-hour energy drink. I mean, come on.
Go to a hooker for a handshake.
But then today, I worked for CBS during the day, and during the day they put a spread out for us, like when you come to New Orleans, all the different stuff you think about eating, they put it all out in one spread.
Of course.
For like a mid-afternoon lunch. You want to talk about food coma? Absolutely broke. Everything that I tried to do in the last 2 days went absolutely out the window.
Well, it should. That's great. Yeah, it's like going to a crack whore and wanting a hug.
Yeah, it's extreme.
Well, I'm glad. I'm good for you.
There's something about that. Like when you travel, part of the essence, especially of a place like New Orleans, where it's about family, and it's about kicking up your heels.
It's almost an insult not to eat with them.
And I think that there's so many regional dishes that not only you can only get here in New Orleans, but that you can get at the absolute apex, like the absolute best quality of them. Period. Like the po' boy in its best form, gumbo, jambalaya, red beans, like red fish. It's just there's so many talented chefs on so many different levels and so many casual, formal. To not do it here, I mean, it's like, oh, I came to Vegas to watch the fountains at the Bellagio.
Exactly. I came to Vegas to play war.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Emerald got his start down here, right? His place, Noel, is still open. I've eaten there. Danny and I went to Mother's today, and the po' boy, I had the seafood gumbo and a roast beef po' boy, and in the gumbo, you could almost taste a person's sweat. You know, you can almost taste someone had sweated into it, and you don't mind it. It actually helps.
Good.
There's that expression, right? I lived in the South for about at least a third of my life, and they would say, "Man, you really put your foot in that." Right. Well, they don't literally mean this is a podiatric treatment of some sort,
but they might. But they might, though.
And you know what? It tastes so damn good. You're like, whatever.
You're a Brooklyn kid, and you've lived a lot down here.
I have. I went to college in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, all right.
I lived in Louisville, Kentucky for a year. I lived on an Indian reservation in North Carolina
God, you're
for
nuts.
a while. I am indeed. It's definitely not the path that like my Jewish mom saw me taking.
No, but I mean, she must be proud of you. It's a different thing. You've taken the road less traveled.
Exactly right.
And on the Travel Channel. So when we come back, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to eat something. What are you going to make us over here?
Well, I have an amazing guy named Justin Kennedy from Parkway Bakery, a legendary po' boy establishment.
Yeah, over there before.
And he is really kind of a po' boy alchemist. He knows the traditional stuff, makes the traditional po' boys, but then he does kind of a mix master type of thing, and you better just kiss the six-pack goodbye because you have to eat all of these. This is amazing.
A po' boy alchemist. Now, and look at Justin. He's also one of these New Orleans guys that I'm sure could make you have a body disappear.
Yeah, his food is absolutely amazing. I was here researching the best po' boys in the area, and there's a reason like you see him and his place on like movies and in Treme and.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, if you accidentally kill a guy down here, I'd call Justin.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We'll take care of that.